I'm having this weird issue that I'm trying to figure out right now. Okay, there we go. So apparently we weren't live on vertical. That was weird. Anyway, we're good now. Oh my god, Paris is in the game. I love Paris. Paris is very cool. And Paris is another design that I think is really cool. My favorite Pokemon are Lapras is my all-time favorite Pokemon. And then my two secondary favorite Pokemon are Growlithe. I forgot I have manual focus on. So there we go. We got Growlithe. Still not zoomed in. Growlithe. And Arcanine. Those are cool. Those are my two favorites. I got those from the Pokemon store in our Tokyo trip. You only have one ball left. Okay, so the last time I was at the Pokemon store, they had these really super cool things that I'd never saw before. They're kind of tucked off in a corner at the Pokemon Center. And they're like these little tiny characters. And, well, they're not all tiny. So they're little characters, and they're like to scale. So this is like the human character, because I got him so that there's like a reference. And then next to it, there's like here's a Hisuian Growlithe, and so you can see how big they are, like comparative to each other. They're all scaled to each other. And then I don't remember the name of this one, but look at this little tiny one. Like, this is how small a little tiny Pokemon would be. Bye. Well, hello and goodbye. They're very cool. I actually really, really like the idea. On the opposite end of the spectrum, they have, here's the guy there, right, Ash? And here's Mewtwo. Mewtwo's fucking huge. Huge Mewtwo. I just thought those were cool. I wish I would have bought more. Like, looking back at it, I really wish I would have bought more. Okay. We're here. I came here with some friends to catch some bug Pokemon. They're all itching to get into some Pokemon battles. Trainer tips. You're gonna die. Dead. I was throwing Pokeballs to catch Pokemon. I ran out. Why you can never have too many Pokeballs. I do not like the Pokemon you catch here. That's Red, not Ash, silly. Whatever. Pikachu? Whoa, 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 whoa. I was out here talking smack, and the whole time I could have had a Pikachu? Oh, we gotta throw balls at him. We need a Pikachu. Yeah, it's funny. I just said Ash. I didn't even look at him. I don't even know. All I did was be like, oh, a human. The humans would be a great reference. And that's all I cared about. You know what, Pikachu? I feel like Pikachu looks super cute. Why the thing under the game looks like Part 1 JoJo Bizarre Adventure style? The thing under the game. The thing under the game? I don't know what thing that is. I'm a big fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, though. Did he heal a little bit? I don't know. We're going to give it one more shot, and if he doesn't, we're going to hit him. You got a rare drop first try? There we go. We got him. We got the Pikachu. Yeah, I thought all we had in this forest were Weedles and Kukunas. But we got Pikachu. When several of these Pokemon gather, their electricity can build and cause lightning storms. Give a nickname to the capture Pikachu? No. No. We got Pikachu. And we got a Potion. So let's... The thing under the game looks like JoJo's Bizarre. What that means? I'm still trying to figure that out. It's like sitting with me. The music I really like. I really like. Let's battle up. Forgot to take my meds today. Maybe I'll go crazy. Bug Catcher Rick. Rick Catcher Bug sent out Weedle. I will tackle the Weedle. Goodbye, Weedle. Bo Weedle use Poison Sting. Bulbasaur use Tackle. Bo Weedle use Poison Sting. Bulbasaur use Tackle. Rip Weedle. Remember, this is old Pokemon. You need to switch Pokemon because they don't all get XP. Yes. What's up? How are you? I am just hanging out playing some Pokemon today. How are you doing? Pokemon Rick, or Bug Catcher Rick, is about to use Caterpie. Yes, I will change Pokemon. Caterpie is gonna get the smackdown by Rad Pikachu. Unlikely. You're okay? Well, okay is better than miserable or the worst in the world. Caterpie. Pikachu used Thunder Shock. It was ineffective. Not that effective. Caterpie used Tackle. It murdered Pikachu. Pikachu's blood is shooting out of his eyeballs. Caterpie used String. True, it is true. Pikachu's speed fell. Ryzen says, hey, it's Pokemon. It is, yes. I do that in Sun and Moon. Yeah, I was just playing this today. I told Bree we were going to work on her car all weekend, and then we decided it's actually just going to go to the shop instead. And so I was like, well, I'm going to play Pokemon. And she's like, I'm going to take a bath. And I was like, okay, well, then I'll stream. You have your game on set and you turn off experience share. What is my favorite Pokemon? I was telling that earlier. My favorite Pokemon is Lapras. And that is followed by Arcanine and Growlithe. And I can't really tell you which out of those three is specifically. But, well, I mean, Lapras. Really, it's Lapras. And then I fell in love with Arcanine and Growlithe later on. And then Hisui and Growlithe, I really like. YouTube's been lanky with your videos. Looking and saw you stream a few times. This is the first one to this. Yeah, it's because I'm kind of on this kick of not caring anymore, I guess. I don't know how to like put that better. Just doing whatever, whenever now. And that doesn't really bode well for like algorithmic growth. Yours is Suru Ledge. Suru. Pikachu has a 5% chance to find in the forest. Wow. That was lucky right off the top, wasn't it? Let's look up Suru. R-U-L-E-D. Whoa. That's a cool Pokemon. So from number 9. Wow, that's a really neat looking Pokemon. I've seen that at the Pokemon Center before. I don't know. Generation 9. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. I haven't... So I played probably Scarlet and Violet maybe the least out of all the Pokemon. Like by far the least. And that's not that I was like against it or anything. I just really play it. Got off a call with your cousin to move to Japan to teach English. She was giving me a Japanese lesson. That's awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. That'd be a really great way to learn Japanese for sure. I made friends with a Japanese translator YouTuber, Keen Reflex, and we've been hanging out with him lately. I just said there's this app where you can like call people though that people use a lot too. I'm not comfortable. Which really holds me back from learning. Okay, Caterpie can't hack it. Yeah, I'm literally like I'm not in anything. I don't care to be. I saw this picture, just learned some simple phrases. That's a good way to do it. You deserve that subscribe. Oh, thank you so much, Xenomorph. I appreciate you. That's very kind of you. Would like me to heal your Pokemon back to perfect health. But yes, Nurse Joy, please do that. Please do that, please. Back to full health. Yeah, I think at this point, I am not going to say I've mastered Hiragana, but I've become ridiculously more comfortable with it. Beyond anything that I thought I would. I am understanding words a little bit better and pronunciations a little bit better. I still screw things up a lot. And there's a ton that I have no idea about. Oh, wait, did Keen ever get back to me? Of all the games you could play, why this one? It just came out. It just came out on the Switch the other day, and we've had a lot of other stuff going on the page, and I just felt like playing it today. Right now, you're stuck on Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire. So, it's funny, Ruby and Sapphire, my day job, I work in a prison, and the inmates get these, like, little tablets now, and they can get games on them. And as it just so turns out, they can get the Pokemon games on them. And all the inmates right now, they're playing, on my unit, they're playing Ruby and Sapphire on their tablets. And they're always asking me all this questions. So, like, I'm spending parts of my day, like, looking up Pokemon stuff for prisoners. It's kind of hilarious. It came out on the Game Boy emulator on Switch. It's Switch. It's, oops. What are you doing? Stop that. I didn't want to do any of that. There we go. Yeah, see, it's on the Switch. It's just Pokemon Leaf Green version. It's in the eShop. You can get it in many different languages. It's basically just a rip port of it's a ripped port of like the old eShop, not eShop. What do they call that? Was it the eShop on the 3DS and the DS and stuff too? It's basically just like a port from that, like a rip from it, like just a straight just drop. Yeah, they kind of re-released it. Your prison is based. You should try Hollow Knight. It's a hard game. I don't really play a lot of hard games, and it's funny. So I got a key for Hollow Knight, and I just ended up giving it to my buddy who likes that kind of stuff. And so I've been watching him play it. No Shoes plays. Yeah, it's $5, Ryzen. You really think the Pokemon Company would charge $5 for it? I think that would make people really happy, but it was $20. Which is why a lot of people are like really mad on the internet, and why I titled the thumbnail for this stream is like the game you love to hate or something like that. Try Hollow Knight. It's fun though. I'm just saying. Yeah, no, it looks like a really cool game. I don't know that that's necessarily my game. I am gonna so you like Nuzlocke Pokemon Violet? You know, those Nuzlocke runs are really popular. It's actually lower than you expected. It's lower than you expected. So for what this is, it is not lower than what I expected. In fact, I was super okay with it being $20. However, I did not realize that we weren't going to get anything. Hey, the subscribe came through. There is no tax on the eShop, really? I'm pretty sure I get taxed on the eShop. Hey, look at that new. Oh, we got Arcanine. Oh, he's not one of the golden ones, though. That was cool. You know, I don't even think Zeno got to see that either. Because he's over on Vertical, and I don't know that shows on Vertical. $20, so like 2 million Canadian. Oh my God, you're still on that. That's wonderful. You didn't. So when people subscribe or when they donate or remember or get a membership to the channel, all of those different actions has like a little gacha machine that pops up on the screen, but not on Vertical. I should actually add that on Vertical. How would I do that? I think it's just alerts YT. So let me see if I can't add that in. That actually is something I can just do right now. Since we're doing just a very stream today. Also, I didn't change the picture either, so that's cool. Let's do that too while we're here. I'll just set stream up while we're streaming. That's cool. Goat. Yes, files. Because you guys don't get to see the thumbnail on Verticals either, so I always like to put the thumbnails in there. So that's on there. We got that. And then we're gonna add, I think it's like web or something. It looks like a little browser. And we're gonna add alerts YouTube. And where did those go? I don't know if that's gonna show up or not. I'm hoping it does. It's very hard for me to simulate it, so I'm just gonna we'll just have to see if anything happens. Did you ever get a chance to check out Guns and Nuns? I did. And I was gonna include it in my video that I decided I don't think I'm gonna do either of them. But I was gonna make game demos that, I love that thumbnail. I know, I had fun making it. I I was going to make 2 videos. I was going to make demos I loved from Steam Next Fest, and I was going to make demos I hate from Steam Next Fest, or ones I didn't like. And my number 1 most disliked game was Guns N' Nuns, and it wasn't even close. And that's no offense to you. That game was maybe one of the worst games in every single possible conceivable way I could ever imagine. And I had a very poor experience with it, and I literally just immediately ripped it off my computer the second we were done with the demo, like while I was on stream. I didn't even wait to get rid of it. I had a lot higher expectations. Weedle. I don't know what Weedle sounds like. So the other thing you have to know about me too, as far as Pokemon goes, I don't know. Like the only anime I ever watched was the original, like the very, very first, and I saw the very, very first movie, and that's all I know. Like I told you, or like I've said before, I guess I'm easily entertained as always. Did you like it, Ryzen? Oh, you played it and you enjoyed it. Yeah, the one thing that I absolutely couldn't stand on it was the guns taking up like 90% of the screen, and the FOV being probably one of the most atrocious FOVs I've ever experienced in a video game that I can think of. It was the FOV options were the difference between unplayable and vomitous to me. I will say, if you have the chance, though, if you have the chance and you haven't already, in the same vein of that, if you want to play something that is absolutely savagely awesome and well designed. Oh wow, the reviews were terrible. Yeah, so the only thing that I have a problem with, they had AI. There was AI in it, and that makes people so mad. I didn't even notice that. Where was the AI slop from? Wow. Okay, never mind. I guess I also have terrible taste. These... Huh. Well, I thought this was really fun and really great and really well done. And AI has been used for the game's 2D backgrounds, signboard objects, and music. Once everything has been fully replaced, we will delete these posts. Well, they said they're just using it as placeholders right now. Well, I'm just like baffled right now. So I had a great time with this game, and I thought this game was a wild amount of fun, and it had great mechanics, and it was really fast-paced and interesting. Huh. Wow, I am just so out of touch. I am so out of touch. This is why I don't even know why I even do content. I don't. I think I'm like the craziest. People still hating on AI as always. But it looks cool. Using it as placeholders, said Bungie, you stole someone else's art and showed it off as the product. I mean, they didn't say we're using it as placeholders, but I mean, it was, you could interpret that from their verbiage. Their verbiage is, the developers describe how their game uses AI-generated content like this. After receiving feedback from many players, we will be replacing the AI-generated assets through. Okay, so they were always planning to use it, and then people are mad, so they're changing it. Currently, AI has been used for the game's 2D background, signboard objects, and music. Once everything has been fully replaced, we will delete this post. I don't know. I don't know. I guess Oh, so it's worse. They didn't even plan to replace it. No, not until people were upset about it. But I mean, I didn't even notice it. So I don't know. I guess. You're all more than welcome to feel how you want. I think that's fucking stupid. As someone who's played the game, and that's one of the dumbest takes I think I could even imagine. It's but whatever. And that's coming from a person who's not a big fan of that. Yes, you are a very big AI advocate. That absolutely is. We know this, or at least I do. I don't know that everyone does. And I respect everyone's opinions on everything. It's fine. You can go feel however you want to. And I have my own thoughts on many things, and a lot of it's a ton of frustration with AI lately, but that isn't it. Like I really don't think it's the highest crime of all society that the 3 vending machines in each level have AI art on the front of them, and the sky that you see for like 14 seconds is AI. I mean, it's like, okay, it's okay that you are bankrupting those countries. I encourage you to keep it to destroy them. Oh, yeah, because it's cost so much money. I saw there was this article. A lot of people are really focusing on the water usage aspect of AI, which I also thought was interesting. Oh, Gen AI is used currently is not for creative means, it's for efficiency. There is a way to use it properly. I think some people. Only thing I'm not for is removing people's jobs for AI. Well, what was that? They had a company shut down recently that I was reading about. Vimslayer was really mad on it. They're a classic game preservation website that's been running around. Okay. Just to clarify for everybody that's in the room, okay? Because I do think that this needs to be clear so that people can express their opinions appropriately. Ryzen is wildly for AI and the use of AI. Kevin is wildly against the use of AI. just to clear the air so that people know. And I sit in a shifting space. And my opinion is always kind of changing as I receive more info. Just respect each other. That's all I gotta say. But I actually appreciate people having conversations and expressing their opinions. I don't think we get that enough on this channel. I feel like my community members are so leaning towards being respectful that they often are very, very quiet about their opinions. So I wish for you to express your opinions, but also wish for you to be respectful to one another as well. So just like no name calling and stuff like that. I think that's the good way for discussion. And yes, I will, because Pikachu is poison. There are those using it to get free money card, the AI data centers, heavy health risk for those that live there. It only uses fresh water. Really, yeah. Find AI super fun, but I can see why some. Like I said, I have very strong opinions, but like on really specific situations. Some stuff I don't. There are no protections. It's easily hackable, and it's used in ways that it's not supposed to be. Well, I think anything that's in the hands of humans. This is the thing that I found with nearly everything, is if you take a large enough group of people and you give them something, you're going to see a lot of yucky stuff happen. Like, if you just look at what, just in general, in a general sense, what has gone on with the internet throughout time, right? Like, it was this incredible place. When I can fully generate my own anime, I'll never leave my house again. I love the idea of that. I like, in a way, like, for a very personal being used by the military, and they kicked out one company because they wouldn't let them go full Skynet. I saw that Zeno's back. I saw there was Mutahar made a video on like something about Skynet recently. I haven't got to watch it yet. I'm watching other stuff. Generate anime, but it's really bad. Well, some of that stuff's kind of interesting because, like, one of the things that I've really wanted for the channel is to have a animated opening, like an anime opener for like stream openings. You know how we do like the stupid like little meme thing at the front of some of our streams? I kind of quit doing it because they keep copyright hitting me for it, even though I'm using a service that legally allows me to do that, and I've been trying to clear the claims through them, but I'm just not having a great time with that. But I wanted to do like kind of my own animated like opener, like for stream starting. And boy, as a person who does this just for fun, that does not make much money, hardly at all, that's pretty wild. Oh, here we go. Is it gonna work on the... Oh, it did. It worked on this. It works on vertical now. Yes, we did it. Hey, we got a super chat from Alex. Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Hi. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That was really cool. I'm glad that the Gasha machine works on vertical now, too. Talking about 5 years from now, think about the AI videos of Will Smith 5 years ago versus now. Yeah, that's been a really common talking point that a lot of people have used. I don't know, the Will Smith and the spaghetti. I knew AI before this whole Gen AI thing. And I'm saying this is tech. Oh, I didn't know that your uncle did it, too. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I just think ultimately you give anything to the mass of people, and there's just going to be a lot of shenanigans that happen with it. People are people. I ran out of Pokemon. What is he going to do? Oh, yeah, I appreciate that donation. I am really glad I got that working, because I've had some people donate on Vertical before, and it's never been able to show. What am I trying to do? I do not have antidotes. I now have an antidote. That was amazing. Antidote was used on Pikachu. One of the things I do think is frustrating, though, that I still am not completely... I mean, I think I understand partially about this, but it seems like a lot of companies are using AI in ways that are making users of the services from that company very unhappy with them. And despite an overwhelming amount of people saying that they're unhappy with that service or that part of the service, or them having that in the service that they use, the companies push forward like even further with it. My thought, and I don't have any strong basis for this, I mean, to some degree I probably have some, but my thought behind that is that the companies have put so much investment into it just to get it out there, that when it is out there, even if people hate it, they feel like it's too damaging to take it back, and so they invest forward despite public outcry against it. I don't know if that's entirely true, but I find that, like, and stuff like Google too. So like one of the things that I really, really hate about Google is how they're using AI in their search functions and what that is doing to the average person who's searching. So I spent a lot of time with using the Google search and then seeing what the AI results are, and it is so wildly incorrect and mixing information up poorly, like constantly. I posted a video with Neil deGrasse Tyson. He says it's like wrong, like, or it's right like 85% of the time. I have not had anything even close to that in my personal experience. It's more like 9 out of 10 times it is so wrong, like so wrong. And if you dig into the actual information, which doesn't even take that long, like you just do what you used to normally do, and you just look at the top links, which isn't even good research. But if you just look at the top 3 below the AI response, you can see how it confused the information, and you can get the actual information yourself, which is much more likely to be correct. Yet, the way that Google has pushed it and the way that it is like set right there, the way that it's set, well, you can also do, Ryzen, you can also do like, I can't remember, it's like minus 2008 or pre-2008 or something, or what is it, 2021? There's a date you can also use too. You can like tell the search engine to search like before this date or whatever, and it takes that away too. But it's people don't do that is the thing. Like people like me, people like you guys that are all there, you know. But that's not what everyday people use. Like, I have watched my coworkers and my friends and my family members, like, go onto Google and search, and the first thing they do is look at what the AI thing says, and then they go, like, to Facebook, and they just start telling people that. Like, they've learned some sort of mystical information that the Google AI has figured out for them, and then they regurgitate poor information. And they have people that follow them on Facebook that are friends with them, families with them, they're trusted, they've always looked up to them, they've always given them good advice, and they're hearing this bullshit from them, and then they take that as fact because now they've heard it from someone who they respect and they listen to it. It's horrible. It's horrible. And I can't tell my friends and families and relatives enough to stop looking at the AI results from Google. Stop it. And if you do look at them, literally further research into it. Like, just barely anything. Like barely anything. Just put in some sort of work, because it's literally making people so stupid and just being so wrong about things, but being so passionately, like, thinking they're correct. Like, it's just because the Google AI suggested that. And it's insane. 2023 was when AI was being used, so I usually look at stuff from 2022 backward. Same with books information. Gen AI is not even sentient. The AI proponent over here will be nice. But yeah, it's frustrating. I'm not even completely like anti-AI. Like I said, I swing on a spectrum, and I probably, if you go back on like streams from like a year ago, you'll hear me say different things that I'm hearing now. But that's life. People get mad at how people change their opinions and their thinking and, you know, their ideas. But like, that's literally what learning is. Like, I try my hardest to challenge my beliefs as much as possible, and when I find information that conflicts wildly and is verifiable and solid, I will change my stances, because I think that that's how I become a better person, how I become smarter, and I am a full proponent of moving and shifting. And I'm not great at all of it because I'm a hurt human just like anybody else. And so there is things that I still believe that are wrong. And every day I just try my best. You see how people are making this Gen AI stuff as a religion? I did not. I use Grok to search things and then check sources, and a lot of times AI has hallucinations. I don't like it for information, just entertainment. And like I said, in a personal aspect, when it's just you're sitting at home and you're like, oh, tell me a story about this, or like whatever. If you're just having fun with it and whatever, that's one of the things that I'm just like, so what? Like, that's totally fine. Again, I'm anti-Gen AI, specifically like AI art and generated content that can't be made by AI due to constant changeable variables. Generated content that can't be made by AI due to constant variables. I don't think I understand the second half. Okay, anyway, we gotta fight this guy. I'm like out here on soapboxes. I've been soapboxing. So so you wouldn't like my channel. Yes, that's another thing. Ryzen does AI music, which I've actually, I'm not against him as a person, nor am I have another friend that also runs a YouTube channel, but I have my own frustrations that I'm recently feeling about music and how that all is. But also, I think both you and... Okay, I made that thumbnail for him, okay? So let's go there. And it is, but I did that. I think it's cool. I think it was a really neat one. Or is that the one I did? I can't remember if that's the one I did or not. I made a profile. I did Gen AI a one for him. You were trying to promote. No, I totally get it. I totally get it. But I think you and the other person that I know that runs YouTube channels with AI music on it, even probably more so you actually, but both of them isn't exactly as egregious as the ones that I really have problems with. So there's that. Well, if that's the profile picture I made him, that was a bit ago. That's like not where current AI is. I love your thumbnail. Yeah, you're having a lot of positive. Yeah, I liked it, but we're hearing some people out here like I love you all, I do. Even if we all have different feelings and thoughts. Alex, what is your profile? I'm not like out here trying to be a creeper. Yours looks kind of neat. Like a house? Oh, it's like a little person? That's kind of neat. I don't hate it just to hate. I fax back my stuff. I don't hate people. You're very level-headed. I think most people here anyway. I think we've yet to devolve into name calling anywhere on any of the streams I've had with anyone. The only person I've ever had to remove from the community was a person who wasn't like that, and I gave him quite a bit of opportunity. Online. So how about though? Okay, this is actually what I think is a bigger question though, Ryzen. How about not online? How about face to face? What is this guy doing? Oh, did you know Pokemon Evolve? I did. I think I learned that like in '97. I have found recently, at least as far as entertainment use goes, that if you walk around like on the streets and just see like the regular Joes that aren't chronically online or even anything close to it, they think AI is pretty darn great and they love using it for every possible thing ever. And like I know a bunch of people at my work, when I went to training and stuff, they were all sitting around doing all this stuff on their phones, like, look at this, look at this, look at this, and they're all sharing it on Facebook with each other and all sorts of stuff. Like, it's there's definitely a whole lot of people. Like, it seems like online there's people that are just really furious about it. But if you walk the streets and you just talk to random people, it's totally different. It's so weird. People think it's awesome. They ask how I do what I do, and I show them. Only online do I find people that don't like it. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like I run into that a lot. Like, I think there's a huge disconnect. I personally have been really focusing on that lately, and I think that I'm starting to enter like my nihilistic phase of life and like content creation. But I have been actively trying to avoid getting so wrapped up in the thing that I see online versus real life. And because there's so much stuff that, you know, I'm like, this is such a big deal. Everybody cares so much about this. Oh my God. Ah! And then it's like, the reality is most people don't give a shit. I learned about the lowest common denominator. Yeah, there's a if you have your own server making your own stuff, consensual information, like it's fine. I still don't like it. Yeah, I mean, all the AI stuff I've done has been from a local sense, but a lot of the models, you know, I mean, obviously models are trained off whatever they're trained off of, and there's a lot of different models you can use out there that all have different databases. I did do some local training with my voice stuff, though, just for fun, just like to see how it worked and how well it worked. And I trained an AI on my voice, and then I did those singing videos for a while. I got a copyright claim, and so I deleted all of them and quit doing it. Because, like, 3 of those, and I'll literally just lose this whole channel and my YouTube account and everything, and no thank you. But it was kind of an interesting process to go through to see how to train learning language models and like what that whole thing looked like. I found it academically interesting, whether or not you feel about the ethics of it, but it was still just an interesting thing. ChatGPT-4 is the peak of AI. It can't go up from the plateau from making more space. It's not learning like hate to have to dip, but it was cool catching your stream. Yeah, thank you so much for coming in. Sorry to throw it off with AI talk. No. It was an interesting discussion, I think. Have a great night. That's also another reason if you don't own the AI, since you don't. All right, Bug Catcher Charlie would like to know. I wish that Metapods were terrible. I never liked Metapods. You'll own nothing and like it. Boy, we're seeing that more than ever now, though, aren't we? That's a real thing. That is a real thing. Boy, I was kind of surprised, too. Mudahar did a video on, what's that called? Mudahar did a video on... it was like a Chinese AI system that like makes an entire video game. Like it plays in like real time. It like generates everything. It was really horrible, but wild and interesting and unfortunate that there's a lot of interest in that by companies. Like, that's not good. That's not what I want. Like, I'm out here being mad that Japanese companies are becoming more westernized, and so Eastern games are starting to look more than ever like Western games, and I personally think that's a terrible thing, because the reason why I play Eastern games is because they have Eastern ideologies and not Western ones, and that whole thing is so much worse. Like, problem with that game, you can't fix the bugs of the problems. Like, so you can fine-tune the AI. I don't know how any of it works, but if that worked flawlessly, that would be insane. Sorry, I was agreeing with you how they want us to own nothing and it's awful. Oh, I don't know why you have me. I don't know. Yeah. Kevin was on your side, Chloe. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, change my Pokemon. Give me Capichu. Capichu needs to put in some work. He's out here napping in the back at level 4, where we got our buddy boy up here at a level 11, slacking. You get it going, Pikachu. It's not really a great place to grind a Pikachu though. No hate here. No, I appreciate all the discussion today, though. This is awesome. Like I said, this was something I was talking about, kind of wishing that we had a little bit more of on the channel. I think that it would be really fun to have more discussions about stuff. And I think it's good, too, not to be completely in a void, either. Like I think I was talking before, I'm kind of a big advocate for having your opinions and your ideas challenged and you having to defend them, because I think that also makes you smarter as a person if you have to actually back up your beliefs and be questioned on why you believe the things you believe, and that just reinforces like what you know or what you don't know, and then that allows you to change your mind or to have even stronger feelings about the accuracy of what you feel in life. Why did I do that? I meant to do that. I meant to change. All right, rip Pikachu. Bye-bye, Pikachu. Time to die. Unless Metapod just wants to harden over and over again. Yeah, okay, he's just going to do that, actually. Harden away, Metapod. Let the Metapod turn into a PP waster in the Pokemon sense, not in the weird sense. Pikachu whipped, and then he named. It would be nice if people were just able to steal other. Wait. Would be nice if people were not able to just steal other people's work blindly without thinking whatsoever. I mean, you realize that what you're describing is not new. Like, people and even artists have been doing that for centuries. Maybe even since the dawn of people creating things. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that. In the sense of in the modern sense of what we're strictly talking about with AI, I agree. In a incredibly general sense, I don't agree. Yes, and they've been taking the court. There's actual laws against it. I think there's a ease of accessibility. But I think in the most general sense, that's something that not only has been happening forever, but will also happen forever. I don't think that there ever will be a time where people won't take ideas, creations, all that stuff from other people and try to use it for their own needs. Like, it's almost like our humanity has almost been founded on that. And I would say for better or for worse, but it's definitely not for better. Do I? There we go. Potions. Pikachu. Did we not use the potion before, or did I just not recognize how they have like a whole animation and everything for that? Okay, now let's see. Wait up, what's the hurry? What's the rush? What does grass do to bug? I feel like bug... Yeah, that's what... Why do they say leaving? Like, they really need us to know we're leaving? Can't they just say the town ahead? Yes. The trees can get cut down. We know this. Many Pokemon only live in the forest. Okay. The evolution cancel technique. You can stop the process. It's a secret technique called the Joestar family. No. You didn't even tell me how to do it. That was so pointless. She's just like, this is what you can do. Okay. That's nice that I can do that. Wish I knew how, but thanks. They're all like bug catchers. Rock, yes. Boy, now we're going to have our Venusaur Bulbasaur is going to go like through the roof right now. You know, on this controller, I never really thought about this before. I've only had this problem in this game, but I'm using the Nintendo Switch 2 controller, like the new Pro controller, whatever you call it. But I keep hitting the R button, like just constantly, like just by how I normally rest my hand on it. Which is interesting because I have no problems with this controller in general that I can think of. But I was hanging out with my friend the other day, and he told me he hates this controller. That it's like one of the worst controllers he's ever used, and that it frustrates him. And he has a lot of problems with it because of the shape. And I just thought that was so strange at first, and then I compared it to the original one. No, I compared it to an Xbox. No. What did I compare it to? I can't remember what I compared it to, but it was just interesting. I never thought about it, and then now here I am, like, bumping the button, like, God, this stupid. I mean, it's just my brain. I wasn't actually expecting the little theme song. I totally forgot what they added into Leaf Green. I had totally forgot. Did I even heal? I did. Pokemon learn new techniques as they grow. Some moves must be taught to them by Popples. Pokemon becomes easier to catch if it has a status problem. Never again. Dr. Fat Guy. That's basically me. You know what I'm doing? No, why would I know? Why would I know that? I'm spraying Repel to keep wild Pokemon out. Well, this random dude. Walk around on cam in your towel. Okay. If you're comfortable with that, that's all. I think everybody left anyway because I made an argument that I guess nobody wanted to engage with. Just fine. Oh, he's taking me to Brock. He's like, you gotta go. I'll take you there. Hold my hand. You have the right stuff. Go take on Brock. I didn't want to just yet. I had other things to do. I have other plans. Pikachu is not part of it, though. That's for sure. Clefairy came from the moon. Did Clefairy actually come from the moon, or did he just come from Mount Moon? What is this? I don't remember this. Is this a museum? I can just read this thing. Computer Museum of Science. Let's learn about science. Yes, for $50 for a child's ticket. Would you like to come in? I suppose. I actually think I haven't done this stuff in a long time because like, once you've done it once, you're just kind of like, but I've forgotten now. Aerodactyl fossil, a primitive and rare Pokemon. I should be grateful for my long life. Never did I think I would get to see the bones of a dragon. Kabutops fossil, a primitive and rare Pokemon. I always do Kabutops. Kabutops is the one that I like the most. I don't really care for Aerodactyl. I don't know why. Because I used to love pterodactyls when I was a kid. I would go skiing, and I'd go really, really fast down like a big hill, and I'd put my arms out, and I'd be like, I'm a flying pterodactyl. I had one of my dad's friends actually drew this picture of like a little pterodactyl like flying down the slopes of a ski hill. Kind of cool. Never did I think I would get to see the bones of a dragon. Was that it? That's all I got? Oh, no, there's no. That's not okay. That was a very expensive $50. Even though 50 yen is like 50 cents. So, like, it's less than that. I want a Pikachu. It's so cute. I asked my daddy to catch me. Hey, Bree. Great. Bree's got her headphones. Hold on. I gotta ask her a question. Okay, so weird update on the Pikachu situation. So I got him in the Viridian Forest, but Bree also said she did too. Which, if it's only a 5% drop rate, that's not right. Like, that's seems very odd that both of us would just encounter one very quickly in the forest. This month we're running a space exhibit. Space shuttle. That is the smallest space shuttle ever. It should say model space shuttle. Meteorite that fell on Mount Moon. It is thought to be a moonstone. Moonstone, huh? What's so special about it? Looks like an ordinary rock to me. I mean, yeah, it is. That's kind of the idea. It's an ordinary rock. But from the moon. July 20th, 1969. Humankind first stepped foot on the moon that day. I brought a color TV just so I could watch that news. I think that's a common story. I think that we do need to come back here because I think we have to talk to that scientist when we get the fossil from Volcano Island, I think, or whatever it's called. But Cinnabar Island. Cinnabar, that's what Cinnabar. Well, we could try to fight Brock, but really how this battle is going to end up looking is we're going to get a really, really jacked Bulbasaur. And jacked Bulbasaur is going to be nuts, and then we're going to have to try to avoid using him for a really long time. But we'll see. Maybe it won't shake out. You want to dream big? Do you dare to dream of becoming the Pokemon champ? I'm no trainer, but I can advise you on how to win. Let me take you to the top. The first Pokemon out in a match is at the left of the Pokemon list. By changing the order of Pokemon, making advantage. This is dumb, bro. No, we're not. This is dumb. Let's not do any of this. We're super good on all that. Unnecessary. Oh, we just have one guy we have to fight? We're not even going to get to, like, mad level him? I thought there'd be a bunch here. You're 10,000 light years from facing. No, I'm one person, actually. There's literally one person, and that person is you. And you only have two Pokemon. One being a Geodude, who is going to die very quickly to my Vine. Because I'm going to whip him with my claws. And that's going to be sending out exchange. Now we're gonna keep whipping you. We're gonna get the vines, and the vines are gonna whip. Watch out. He might live through that. Yep, he did. He's not even gonna be able to hit me. It's gonna happen. Defeated Camper Liam. Light years isn't time, it measures distance. And we'll save, I suppose. No, don't override it. I'm just trying to save. Always bugged me there's only one save slot. You're here, I'm Brock. Computer... My rock-hard willpower is evident even in my Pokemon. My Pokemon are all rock-hard and have true grit determination. That's right, my Pokemon are all the rock type. Challenge me knowing you'll lose. That's the trainer's honor that compels you to challenge me. Fine, then show me your best. What if I want to show you my worst? I want to be the very worst. Someone had to be dee. Because not everyone can be the best. Because there's gotta be the worst person. That is me. Dude's got some slick coloring. And then you pass out. And then you send out another Pokemon that hopefully will just pass out. How would I do that? He has 2 Pokemon. Boy, they really start you off soft. He's gonna bind me? No, he's not. What? Okay. Well, Brock be gone. Thank goodness we didn't have a fire Pokemon. Later, Brock. Duffy. He wanted the hands, but instead he got defeated. We'll probably get more Pokemon. No, it does. Boom. Okay. Who else do we want on our team? I'm just kind of picky about Pokemon. And then when I get my team, I'm not picky about Pokemon. I just start catching everything. Start turning into Oprah. And you get a Pokeball, and you get a Pokeball, and you get a Pokeball. Yeah, now we have 20. I'd like to have 5 potions total. Okay, that sucks. I was hoping to get an antidote too, because antidotes are very, very helpful. And do we have? Can we get escape ropes yet, or is that for longer? Mm-hmm. Nope. Mm-hmm. I did, yeah. Yeah, fossils from Mount Moon. Thieves have been stealing Pokemon fossils from Mount Moon. What? Why are they doing that? Gray, glad I caught up to you. I'm Professor Oak's aide. I'm asked to deliver this. Here you go. We got running shoes. Oh, thank God. I forgot about that. That's an amazing gift. Mm-hmm. He said he was Professor Oak's aide, but these shoes came from Mom. Look at that. That's beautiful. Look at all that running we get. We can check out all sorts of stuff now. So much easier. What was in here? I forget. Oh. I want to know what A299 is. Like, what currency is that? A? You looked at me, didn't you? No. Of course I did. Big dream. Pikachu needs to get juiced, like, really bad, so we gotta switch him up. We gotta take advantage of these moments. That sucks. Over here. Oh, you're being a butthole. Don't be a butthole. I don't like any of this. I think Pikachu has like a pretty darn high accuracy, so that's good. You get him quick attack. Hate you, Pidgey. I hate you, Pidgey. Yeah, I did it again. That sucked. I really sucked. I was unfortunate all around. Everything about that. Very sad day. We all cried out. You know what? Ryzen didn't bring up AI. I was the one that brought it up because I saw that game. I didn't even think about that. That was me. That wasn't him. No, I won't. I won't change, I guess. I'm just gonna fight 2 Pidgeys in a row, which would have been really great for Pikachu, but I'm just gonna have Rattata do it instead. And as this goes, I'm going to end up having frickin' Venusaur take him out. Well, that's pretty lame. And you have to go do homework. We'll see you. Yeah, have a great one. Thank you for coming in, Chloe. I appreciated the conversation today, too. Thank you so much. I think we'll probably just... Really, I was just killing time. You'd be staring if you don't want to battle. Well, you know what, lady? You would... What? No, you came after me. No, that's the Mart. I don't want to... We don't need to go to the Mart. From. There is no Mart. There we go. I kind of like that better. A little more moody. The moody blues. Ding, 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 ding. That was a little too moody, actually. Hold on, though. Maybe I can fix the moodiness. Go V. We gotta put our Ava lights on. I know that's not Ava at all. That's not even close to Ava. Okay, well now that looks better, but it's still just a smidgen. I think that's good enough for Go. Okay, so as far as Pokemon goes, we should stop doing that. That's not what I want to do. We're gonna go Pikachu and summary of him. Oh, he's cute. Suihachan. That's about right. 6, 7, and 4. That's how I like to do it with the older games. I've returned. I'm sorry your voice is relaxing. I kind of fell asleep. That is totally fine. It's okay. I don't know how it was relaxing, though. I felt like we got into some dicey territory. It scared all the conversation. Radical, I guess. Hey, I saw you in Meridian Forest. You did? What are you going to do there? Bug catcher Colton would like to battle. Bug catcher Colton sent out Caterpie. Go Pikachu. Not a great matchup. That's not good. We just want to level my Pikachu. Yo, where's that Pikachu at? It's been years since I played. So this Pikachu, it was from the Viridian Forest, and another person on here, Zyler, said it's only a 5% drop. But it was kind of interesting because I talked to my girlfriend who got Fire Red, and she also encountered Pikachu. So I almost wonder if this Switch version doesn't have something going on with it, where Pikachu is more likely to be found in the Switch Leaf Green version. Kind of weird. He's super cute. And I like a Pikachu. Pikachu's always kind of a staple in my team up until I can Raichu him. And I think I usually hold off on him for a bit before I throw that stone at him to get him leveled up or evolved. Beetle. Yeah, we're gonna not fight Beetles with Pikachus. Not a... Yeah, it was literally the first Pokemon I ran into in the Viridian Forest. It's so strange. Dang, I'm so far already. Would you have fly? You just fly back. Just whip and nay-nay. Get back there. Ooh, the animation for quick attack is cooler now. Where are you at right now in the game? You're on Route 5, but you don't want to go through the cave again. No, that's fair. That is very fair. Some of the caves in this game are just... they're out of pocket. The old games were not known, I don't think, for their easiness. It's not that they were even hard games, though. I beat the first version. Like, I beat Blue when I was, like, 9 years old, I think. Something like that. What year was that? What year did Pokemon Blue come out? What year did Pokemon Blue release? It says here, release date, Pokemon Blue released in the United States in 1998. So I was 11. So I guess I was 11. Is that right? 98, 87. Yeah, I was 11. Not 9, 11. Yeah, the caves are just a pain in the butt. Yeah, that's the one thing that I think that everyone agrees on for sure. In the Pokemon community where nobody agrees on anything, it's that the OG caves were indeed a pain in the butt. No. Pain. Bug catcher Colton sent out Caterpie. We just quick attack. Maybe we'll just quick attack him. We gotta level up. We'll get to level 8. Zyler was 1? I thought you were older than me, Zyler. What? You're younger than me by like 10 years? 11 years? 10 years? You're 10 years younger than me? Lucky you. I wish I was 10 years. No, I like where I'm at in life right now. That's like the tough thing for me. It's like there's a lot of things that I miss in my youth. There's a lot of things that I miss in my youth. But where I'm at right now, like I had a lot of struggles a little bit earlier in my youth. And so I don't miss those. I don't miss house hopping and sleeping on different Craigslist people's houses all the time. That was weird. It was a weird time. A time I don't like. I had a car that barely worked, and I worked horrible jobs that barely made me any money so I could have food in my stomach, which was like 90 cents banquet TV meals. Back when they were 90 cents. That's what Brian Bree says. But yeah. It wasn't a highlight, you know, like as far as life goes. But I like being youthful, the even more youthful. I'm not old by any means, but dude, I agree with that 100%. What? You were sexting someone that's your mom's age? We've been together for how long now? Why are you doing this to me? Don't be like Zyler did the math wrong. Yeah, I was wondering that. I wasn't going to say anything because I'm like 39. But maybe I did math wrong too, so I didn't also want to go that route either. Like, I don't want to be like, you're wrong, when really I'm wrong. I like shorts. Okay, so this was the kind of a character that I vibed with a ton when I was first playing this game, or playing Blue version when it first came out. Now it's hilarious to me that you run into a kid and he's just like, I like shorts. They're delightfully comfy and easy to wear. Okay, cool. Let's fight. Somebody needs to make skits where they take the dialogue from like Pokemon NPCs and they like have like two people in the street run into each other and have that same dialogue and then fight, just to show like how insane that is. You're 7 years younger than me. You are. Yeah, for some reason I thought you were like older than me. Zyler. What? He's 32, he says. Riley's... Wait, Riley. No, Bree. Bree is 32. Why are you so much younger than me? Maybe that's why I'm always like, you're so immature. You know, I had a lady at work You think we'll maybe get trading capability? I heard we're getting Home. It's gonna connect with Pokemon Home, and I did think we were. I thought we were gonna get trading for sure. I thought that was something that was announced. I thought maybe I'm wrong. The other thing that I found out today that somebody brought in right when I started playing this is when you beat the game and you go to the Hall of Fame, you'll get those like event tickets so that you can get who is it? Who is it? Suicune and Entei, Raikou, and Ho-Oh. Yeah, and Lugia, which you could only get before if you went to like a real life event, but they added it in when you get the Hall of Fame in this game. Deoxys as well, yeah, also Deoxys, which is kind of exciting. The one thing that frustrates me so much about this, though, is I thought for sure they were going to give us, like, we could do pixel perfect scaling, or we could do filters, or like CRT filters. I thought we'd have some of that. Like, even Switch Online does that. I'm like, I was kind of let down a little bit, because this, in a lot of ways, it seems like it's straightforward. But, I mean, I love me some old Pokemon. Yeah, I think getting those tickets is going to be a good one, though. Pikachu, what have you done? Why are you out here dying? Pikachu is so hard to keep alive. Like, everything is against him. Rattata versus Rattata. So if this healthy Rattata comes out and fights him and he's paralyzed, is he technically fighting a cripple? That doesn't seem right. We got level 9 on. Oh, Ekans. You know, Ekans spelled backwards is Cobra. Tyler says no? What are you saying no for? And he evolves into Arbok, which is snake spelled backwards. That's what, for those of you who are new and haven't seen me before, that's a very long-running joke, and it makes Bree upset very severely. And I will always say that, and I will say nothing but Ekans is Cobra spelled backwards, and Arbok is snake spelled backwards. That's the interesting, fun Pokemon trivia. I should make a YouTube short of that, just to see what people would do if I did that. I would really, the Poke community would eviscerate me, string me up on my toes. I got pissed. I'm on the PlayStation Network. Oh my god, Rattata's on the PlayStation Network! How cool! Holy crap! That's amazing! What's he gonna do with that power? Oh, he can't even hit now? He's too busy playing his PlayStation. I'm surprised they had that in a Nintendo. Tyler says, okay, then Muck has come. Muck is also Cobra spelled backwards. Bulbasaur. I'm gonna catch a Ekans and I'm gonna name it Cobra, and I'm gonna catch an Arbok and I'm gonna name it Snake. I like how my bot came in like, what? Eduardo is just out here trying to have a normal conversation, and the bot is like, save 15% on our merch. It's like, shut up, bot. I'm beat with Misty's burnt bike. What? Honey? You're beat with Misty's burnt bike? What does that mean? Sounds like you're speaking in code. Yeah, I started watching Inuyasha. I was gonna make a video on it, but honestly, I have no idea what the hell to say about Inuyasha. What the hell am I watching? Like, for a minute, I was like, oh, I think this is an isekai. That's weird. I didn't know they were making isekai way back then. And then they, like, went back to their normal world, and I'm like, huh? They can just do that. But she had reason to come back. So then they went back. I'm gonna beat you up with Misty's burnt bike. I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about, Zyler. Oh, in the fight with Pikachu, Ash crisps his bike. Okay, so that was a reference that Bree got and not me. For that, Healy. Yeah. Do we need to move to make room for Pissin Powder? I want to also take people to the PlayStation Network. I don't ever use Growl, so we'll take people to the PlayStation Network. I just ate a bunch of tacos. Wait, I have to learn Sleep Powder? I like Sleep Powder more than I like the PlayStation Network. So instead, we're going to do Sleep Powder. Poison Powder is for nerds. Actually, is Poison still super jacked out in this version? Oh, they did? I remember in Red and Blue, like, Poison was, like, really nasty. And there was that one skill, what was it called? Was it Toxic or whatever that does, like, that really nasty poison? It's like poison. I could be misremembering this, so if I'm talking like an idiot, you just be like, Dre, you're... But I remember that there was like a certain poison skill that poisoned, but it did like way nasty poison versus just a regular poison. But there was no like differentiating. Like when you hit them with it and they got poisoned, it said they were poisoned, but they just got really screwed up, well beyond like standard poison. No? If I made that up. Fantasy I had in my head. Poison plus Leech Seed in the OG was broken. Oh, I didn't know about that. Bulbasaur forgot Poison Powder, and he learned Slep Powder. Slepping. I like Slepping a lot. I feel like sleeping when it triggers just right is so nasty. It's like the nastiest thing of all time. Using the Pokemon's PC. They can hold up to 30 Pokemon in the Pokemon box? Oh my god. I don't even have a full roster yet, my guy. Like, stop pressuring me. Why are you pressuring me? Are we ready to eat now? Oh, okay. Tell me when we're ready to eat, because that's when I'll just end stream. Nobody even cares that I'm streaming this anyway, which is kind of what I thought was going to happen, because I don't normally play this, and this was a weird stream because I was just like, well, I'm going to play this anyway, so why not just stream it and talk with the homies so I'm not bored. Because I'm not a famous YouTuber, which is super good, actually. And the longer I do this, the more happy I am that I'm not anything. Poison plus Leech Seed, because they worked on the same code formula. Oh. What is she doing? Why is she doing this? Why is she attacking me? You know how I did that? Give me your arm. If they don't pop, you just do this. Take your... All you have to do. Got any idea on what your team is going to be so far? You know what? I was thinking about that earlier, and I don't know. I don't think I'm going to keep Rattata. And I'll probably keep Pikachu, because I do like Pikachu. I like to have an electric, and there's not very many electric Pokemon I'm, like, really into in, like, the OG Pokemons. So I'll probably keep a Pika. And I'll keep my Bulbasaur. Other than that, I don't know, because I don't know what's coming up, and we're not running into good wild Pokemon right now. Like, the current wild Pokemon are Pokemon I am very disinterested in. Like, I don't like bugs. I, like, never use the bug Pokemon, which is really hilarious because as I understand it, the entire reason why this game even exists is because of bugs. I don't know what my main team in the end usually is. I can't even remember what my main team is. I don't actually. You know what? Leaf Green, you're gonna have to give me a Growlithe, aren't you? Yeah, so I'll probably get a Growlithe from Bree when they do that, because I want Arcanine on my main. I always like to have an Arcanine in my final for my fire. So that would cover fire. You just like have a weird one too. I think I do Cubone sometimes, maybe. Which is probably not, like, based, but... Like, I played this game like a child. That's why I've said that like a million times, but I literally... I play these games like a child. I played them growing up as a child, never taken them seriously, so... For the most part, my teams are just comprised of whatever I think seems to be the neatest at the time, and I try not to stack to... Like, I try to have, like, a wide range if I can. If that makes any sense. What? Is Lapras achievable in this one? Oh, do I just pick him up at the building? My problem with Lapras is, like, as much as I love Lapras, he seems to just be miserable. Like, as far as his utility in battle. I feel like he gets hit by things really hard. Yes, you can use him for ice. I think he has Ice Beam at one point, which is kind of lit. Maybe even immediately. We'll have to see. We'll pick him up for sure. I like to have a Psychic. I always like to have a Psychic too. I don't know why. So yeah, it's usually fire, grass, electric, and then fire, grass, electric, and then water or ice, and Psychic. Is that right? Is that sick? Oh yeah, we gotta switch Pikachu out. I just wanted him to get in there so he could sweep up some. That was the only reason. Well, I had Pikachu kind of get smacked a bit so that he could pick up that XP. It's 6, right? Isn't your roster 6? So there's... Yeah, so 6. So let me count on my fingers. So there'd be... Grass, Fire... Grass, Fire... Psychic, water or ice. 6 in a party. I don't like bugs. I know I just don't like bugs. And I'm really particular with psychic ones, too. Honestly, Alakazam, I think, is my achieving point. But, like, catching an Abra is generally not exciting. And sometimes I just get really tired of it and figure something else out. Oh, Ghost! I do like Ghost Pokemon. Ghost Pokemon have always been kind of something I've really enjoyed a lot. Which is weird because, like, a lot of people are really, my age, I think, are really fascinated with Gengar. I like Haunter a lot more. What do you think about Ghost Pokemon? Is Cubone considered? Cubone's not Ghost. Isn't he Psychic and, like, Ground or something? Marowak is Ghost and Ground? What's Cubone? What are you talking about? Cubone is not an Alolan. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in this game, isn't there Cubone and Marowak? They're just straight ground even though they're in the ghost yard. Okay. Like, you're like confusing me talking about Alolans. I'm like, that has nothing to do with Leaf Green and Fire Red. I love this. I can't tell you how this used to just make me crap my pants as a kid. I hated this thing. Like, really, when you were poisoned and you saw the screen do that, it was so panic-inducing to me. It was the same, like, the doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. It's like when you're about to die, it's like, shut up! Shut up! That says, nope, just go. Yeah, that's what Bree was saying. I just couldn't remember. So in Pokemon, the red, blue, yellow, leaf green, fire red. So the only ghosts then are Haunter and Ghastly and Gengar? Really? Oh, you think Fire Red and Leaf Green have more? Oh, Gen 2 and 3 got put into these? Where are my Game Boy games at? Do I still have them on my nightstand? Hold on. Okay, I don't know if anyone's watching me here. Sandshrew is exclusive to your version. I don't know if anyone's watching, but I brought out I'm breaking out my modified Game Boy Advance that I modified myself. I tried to make it look all Pikachu-y with the red buttons, and then I got the Pikachu and Pichu screen thing there. And on the back, it has like the Pokemon stuff. Serious? Why that? Anyway, so that's my Game Boy that I did. I put my exclusives in the chat. Yeah, I think Bree has an image too that she was looking at. Put some batteries in here. Game do I even have in here right now? Ooh, yeah, I got a good one. Alright, then we're gonna open up my case. And oh dude, that's sick. I love it. Yeah, the screen's backlit too, but anyway, these are my games from my childhood. This case that I have is literally from when I was a kid. This is my original case with my games. And so in it, I have Pokemon Ruby from my childhood. I have Pokemon Emerald. And this is one of my favorites of all time, Golden Sun. That's my original Golden Sun. I got Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Dawn of Souls. Kirby. But what I was looking for was this, Pokemon Leaf Green. So let's see what I had on my save. See, it's got a backlight. So much glare. This might have a new save on it, though. I don't even remember. Okay, let's see what it says. So this is 36 hours and 10 minutes. There's only 21 Pokedex and 5 badges. So that's not great. That's not a great look. And I just took out the Poison Gym, the Fuchsia Gym person, and I got to Cinnabar Island. Okay. So it says here that my Pokemon, this is my Pokemon roster. Oh my god, you guys can't even see it. Okay, I'll just read it. So I have Ivysaur level 31. I have Raichu 38, Pidgeotto 32. I usually do have flying. I guess I do a Pidgey up to max. I have Gyarados level 31, Diglett level 32, and Porygon level 35. I wish this was my original save, though, but I think if I remember right, this one was not, like, something happened with my save or something. Or I just got tired of having my original save on it. See what Emerald has on it. Oh, I got Emerald. Yeah, I should do the crystal battery soon. Oh yeah, it says the internal battery is run dry. However, clock-based events will no longer occur. So this one also is 1341. So this was a pretty new game that I had on Emerald too. That kind of sucks. Ruby. Let's see what Ruby has. Cool Game Boy. I also gave you the in-game trade Pokemon in Discord. Oh, cool. Cool. Yeah, I'll show off my Game Boys in a second. Oh, yeah, I did the top buttons in black, too, to fit with the Pikachu, like his ears, the tip of his ears. And then the red buttons were supposed to be like his cheeks. And then I did these buttons to blend in, the yellow. And then the back is blue. This is an aftermarket shell. Like, obviously, this isn't official at all. I like to, when I mod my Game Boys, I like to make them look cool. Like, I like to theme them in specific ways. So this is how I focus my face, because I have a parafocal camera lens, so I can zoom in, and I can see that you can see every damn pore of my face, and then I zoom in, I zoom out, and it holds the focus in the parafocal. This one might need to be cleaned. My ruby won't run. Oh God, I don't know if you guys can see this Q-tip or not, but there's just a big black chunk on it from running just across those. And that's like no isopropyl or anything. That's just bare, just rub off. I wonder why it was. I wish you had one. You wish you had one of those. Wish you had one of what? One of my Game Boys. I used to have a whole bunch of them. If you want me to modify a Game Boy for you, Zyler, I could probably see what I have it for parts. Okay, so let's see what Ruby has. Internal batteries run dry. Yes, I'm sure of this. Ooh, okay, here's a good one. Okay, look. So this one, and it's got my full name, but this one has... yeah. So this one's like at 74 hours on it, which is freaking cool. Let's see. So this is 8 badges. Excuse me, you didn't say before you quit your challenge last time. Because of that, your challenge so far has been disqualified. Well, how many years ago was that? Okay, so my oh yes, I do remember this one. That's funny. So my Ruby save has Sharpedo, Zangoose, Groudon, Tropius, an egg, and Phanpy. I think this was my arc. I got really big into breeding Pokemon for a long time. That sounds weird to say. What else do I have? Oh, here's a good one too. So I got Zelda, Link to the Past, Link to the Past with 4 swords. I don't know where my other Golden Sun went though. I'm kind of bummed out on that. There should be the Golden Sun, the second one too. Because I did buy both of them when I was a kid. And then the last game that's in this case is also one of my favorites. It's Lunar Legend, which is much better than the DS version one that was miserable and should never have existed, in my opinion. Yeah, I don't know. This is missing a bunch of games, and I don't know why, but I probably have them in my modifications. But Zyler, what kind of Game Boy did you want? I'll show you. So this one was my Game Boy Advance. And then I also made, this is my Game Boy Color that I made. I have a bunch of these that I made, but the ones that are on display right now are just these. Yeah, and Bree has a stock one with a custom glass that we put on it. But yeah, this is like a mockery of the official one. I know it looks official with the sticker, but you can literally just buy it. Yo, the Switch version you're mad at. What's up with that, Drychi? Batting an eye in there, Drychi. Yet I bought it and I like it. Yeah, I do too. Why is my face all blown? I ain't mad. I ain't mad either. There's just a number of people, chronically online people that get all grumpy about stuff. They're definitely allowed to do that. I don't trust that this guy has anything other than I miss having one. That is what I was saying. Yes, I'm asking, Zyler, I'm not asking you if you have a Game Boy. I'm asking you if you would like me to make you a Game Boy. And if you would like me to make you one, what one would you want? I think I have Pockets, and I have Game Boy Advances, and I might have a Color. I think. I have a bunch of guts from when I used to modify them, so I have like a bunch of different like the internals of them. I probably have to pick up a screen somewhere, but I have like a bunch of buttons, I have a bunch of cases, I got a bunch of stuff. Should I get a Switch 2 next year? What good games are on it? What good games are on the Switch 2? I mean, that's so subjective. It's people like so many different games. Personally, I just really like how a lot of the Switch games run on the Switch 2, but things that are only for the Switch 2, not a whole lot yet, honestly. Donkey Kong Bonanza was a bunch of fun. I really liked that one. What else did we have? The new Mario Kart's okay. I'm not really super sold on the new Mario Kart. What else was only Switch 2, though? I'm trying to think. It feels like I play mostly Switch games and just enjoy them running better. By next year, hopefully they should have some games and the system be more worth it for more people. The Pokemon games. We're going to get Pokemon games. That'll be exciting. ZA is great on the Switch 2. I love the Switch 2 version of ZA. That was a lot of fun. But again, you can still play that on the first Switch. Guardians of Ozma on the Switch 2 is really, really good. It is on the Switch, but the Switch 2 version is very, very good. One of my favorite games I've played in the last while. Oh, Grand Bazaar. I keep forgetting we bought Grand Bazaar, and then you like took it and you would never let me play it, and now you haven't played it in forever and I forgot about it. Maybe I'll play Grand Bazaar tonight after this, like on my own. You bring up a very good question, and I think the answer right now is that there isn't a whole lot of stuff that's exclusive just to the Switch 2 that is worth getting a Switch 2 just for. The Yakuza Kiwami games, those are good too. Yeah, I was going to say, I probably have more money than my brains. Advance, please. My hands are like big, meaty claws. So the Game Boy Advance, the original version of it, the long version, like I had by far my favorite handheld. I love how that thing feels in my hands. I feel it. Yeah, I'm excited for Pokemon Gen 10. I also am pretty excited for it. I'm trying to stay away from stuff because I kind of want to go into it without knowing a whole lot of everything about it. I've found that I've been finding lately that by disconnecting from gaming media, that I have been personally enjoying my games significantly more. Everything feels like a surprise. Everything is I don't know, they're just good. I really like doing that. I get how people like to get and deep dive and get into it and get super hype and all this stuff like that, but like the game that I have behind my head in Vertical right now, Romeo's a Dead Man, was one that I was so excited for, and I literally saw nothing about it, and I played it, and it was probably one of the best gaming experiences I've had in a while, a big part due to just not following everything. Each their own, but I'm just saying that's what I did. So I can't talk too much about Gen 10 because I didn't even watch the new trailer. I did see someone post a screenshot of the water, which looks amazing. Trainer, let's get on with it right away. Zyler, I'll see. I can't make any promises I can make one for you, but if I have the spare parts laying around for one, I will see what I can do. I think I do have some internals for the Game Boy Advances, but I might have fried them. So if I can, maybe I'll try to repair one. And if I can successfully do that, because I mean, right now they're nothing. So if I can do that, then I don't mind sending it your way. Because I quit doing the modifications for people. Cool. It seems like everything is spoilers. As soon as I opened up YouTube to watch something, I immediately got spoiled with Gen 10 starters. Yeah, and I saw the 10 starters too on Facebook. I opened Facebook up and they were just, yeah, it's really hard to avoid everything, but I've just really kind of gone out of my way as much as I can to just not look into stuff. I don't know. It's been really fun. I actually think it's a really great game. Oh, I see your arms behind me, Bree. Yeah, like when you reach over, your arms are... I was wondering what was moving back there. I was like, what is that? It's a Bree. Alright, this is not good. None of this is good. Pikachu is really, really hard to level up at this point. Very, very hard. Do better? There's nothing... Everything is, like, effective against Pikachu. Like, everything. Or it's awful. You broke 4 different SPs, 1 accidentally, 3 from just their pack buttons being overplayed on. They have working windmills? Are you a windmill fan? Are you a casual windmill enjoyer? No, we want Capichu to get his levels. He needs to be a valuable member of my team. I'm done with the Pikachu slacking. I don't know if I've ever broke a Game Boy, as weird as that is to say. I just want to see a decently running modern Pokemon game. I am right there with you. I am wildly right there with you. Yeah. That is exactly I think, like, at this point, I don't even feel like Pokemon fans, at least the hardcore fans, I don't even think, like, our expectations are, like, extremely high. Oh, you're shiny hunting Squirtle and Leaf. That's fun. I never have done shiny hunting before. Bree, I'm not really the Pokemon person in the house. Like, I love Pokemon, and I played it for a while, but I'm not, like, the Pokemon person. My partner, Bree, she is the Pokemon. Which version you're mad at, yet everyone bought it. There's a lot of people that are arguing, but I mean, it's just, I chalk it up. This is just advertising. I mean, that's just, I don't read too much into it. I'm having fun. I'm just having fun. The internet is gonna always be a way about everything. One of my favorite things, though, about this thumbnail is I put my head in Venusaur's mouth, and I made the shadow line up with the shadow in his mouth. It's like, I don't know why, I'm just so entertained in that. And yes, I entertained myself. That one was an accident because it's slipping on ice. That's tough. Yeah, I was like really meticulously obsessed with my Game Boys when I was younger. What's wrong with spending $20 for a game team that resells it for $150? No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, they go, I saw it because I was showing off my Pokemon games earlier. I have this physically from my childhood, but yeah, it's like someone had a $150 copy of it they were showing me. What? And, you know, everyone's like, oh, emulation, oh, you can just do this. And it's like, you can still do that. This isn't taking away from that. But for people who just want to easily and natively play it on their unmodified consoles, this is cool. I like it. I'm happy with it. I would have liked if they had some stuff like, if they would have done pixel perfect aspect ratio, I would have been really, really happy with that. CRT screen filters, I also would have really enjoyed as well, but it is what it is. Yay, Pikachu's level 10 now. He's doing good. All right, well, Bree's telling me that dinner's done, and so I'm watching Inuyasha for the first time ever. It's grown men gatekeeping the game's children for no reason. There you go. I fully agree with you on that. I'm watching Inuyasha for the first time. I told you guys I was going to release a short video of my thoughts on it initially last night, and then I kind of just couldn't put my thoughts together. So I think I'm going to try to take some notes after we watch it tonight, and then maybe do the little video that way. But dinner's ready, and I want to spend some time with my girlfriend eating some food. So I'm going to head out, and I want to thank everyone for coming in. I appreciate you guys a ton, and we got a couple donations in tonight, too, which was very surprising. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful night, and if you're playing Pokemon, I hope you're enjoying your Pokemon, because I'm enjoying my Pokemon. And thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. That is very kind. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.